back to my channel. I am coming on today because I want to share with you a new die that's in my store. This is the file folder or card storage file box. It's absolutely adorable and I think you're going to love this die set. This is one panel of the box, and it does have a stitched layering piece and then a stitched layering piece down here. And then you also get this word or a sentiment that reads craft like no one is watching. And then on the back, you get the other side of the box. You also get a layering piece. And then you have the base of your box, the spine, and then this is the front. And those also come with layering pieces, as well as this little piece right here is the label that you can lay around front of your box or on the back. And then you have another sentiment that says, "You're the best crafty friend." So really fun die set, and I'm going to show you how to assemble the box. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I have already die cut all of my pieces, and it's really easy to put together. You're gonna die cut this one piece one time, so you'll have one piece like that. You'll have one piece of the spine. You'll have this piece right here, which is the front of the box. And then this is the other panel for the other side of the box. Okay, so when you die cut it out, there is a score line right by this stitched dotted line. And I did use 110-pound cardstock because I wanted my box to be sturdy. So if you use a heavyweight cardstock, I'm going to suggest that you take your scoreboard and your scoring tool, and I'm just gonna set this down right here so that you can see, but you're just gonna line it up with any of the score lines on your board, and you're just gonna score it down that score line just to reinforce the score line, just like so. It will help you when you're trying to fold that in, okay? So just make sure you do that on the score lines if you're using heavyweight cardstock. That way you're not tempted to fold on this stitched line. You don't want to do that, okay? So I've already scored all of the lines so that I could complete the fold. And there's also a score line right here. You might want to do that. Again, line it up and score down the center so that you can reinforce that score line so that it's easy to fold. All right, so now that we have all that out of the way, I'm going to move my scoreboard and I'm going to show you how easy it is to assemble. All right, so I have my my score tape. This is the Swootang, and I like using this one. It's a very sturdy tape. I get it off of Amazon, and you can tear it pretty easily. And I'm just gonna line all the edges with the tape. Okay, so I've got tape on all of the folds, and now we're gonna go ahead and assemble. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the tape off, and you're gonna need the spine, and you're just going to lay this like so, line it up with the top of this scalloped edge. And once you've got it aligned, go ahead and push down. That looks good to me. And then we're gonna go ahead and take this piece right here and peel back your adhesive. And again, lining it up. Guess I'll turn it this way. With this scalloped edge and the stitch line, just line it up and push down. And if you're off a little bit, you can pull it back up. But the thing with this type of tape, this adhesive, it is not very forgiving. So make sure you line it up correctly the first time. Otherwise, you'll tear your cardstock like I kind of did right there, if you can see that. And then if I want to line it up perfectly, I will have to take this piece off. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. So if I do that, I'm gonna have to adhere another piece of adhesive, because that is how strong this adhesive is. So I'm just gonna do it again, only because I want to make sure that it's lined up properly. All right, so round 2, take 2. All right, let's try this again. All right, that looks better. And then we have this piece right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and take off the adhesive. And it is helpful to have your pokey tool to take this off. All right, so as you can see, it's starting to take shape like so. So we're gonna go ahead and take off the adhesive on this one as well. Before we get to this, we need to do this side. And you're just gonna fold that in and make sure that it's lined up. And then push down. And tuck this one in. And do the same thing, just make sure that it's lined up. That looks good. Go ahead and press down. And if you have your bone folder, go ahead and use your bone folder to smooth it down. All right, so it's already starting to take shape. Now you have this piece, which I already took all the adhesive off, and we're gonna go ahead and stick this in right here. And you want to make sure that it's lined up, so maybe you turn it this way. And then line up your sides like so. And do it on the other side. And now you have your file folder box complete. And next, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna take your layering pieces. So I have these layering pieces that I've already die cut out, and I'm just going to adhere them to the box. Now, before I do that, I have 2 more file folder boxes that I'm going to assemble, because I'm going to make 3 file folder boxes in a row. So I'll probably just speed up the video, and so you guys can just watch me watch the process, and then I'll slow it back down when I'm complete, and then we'll adhere our layering pieces to the file folder box. Okay, so all 3 boxes are now complete, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect these boxes, and I just have this Fabri-Tac glue, and I'm just going to connect them together with this glue, because I want to make a little bookshelf or bookcase, like a trio. So I'm just going to line it up. And the thing about wet glue, it gives you time if you need to move it to make sure you have it in the right spot. But I'm just smoothing it with my hands. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this side right here. I did accidentally tear this one a tad, but it's okay. It's still gonna work. And it's gonna get covered up with this one, so I'm not worried about it. I'm just gonna line this one up. All right, and that should be good. And now I'm gonna go in with my stitched layering piece, and I'm gonna go ahead and adhere this to the side of the box. And I believe this is a pink paisley paper collection that I'm using. Super cute. And then I'm gonna do this side. And be careful when you're cutting your pattern paper, make sure you cut it in the correct direction. Otherwise you'll end up with something like this, which it doesn't really bother me. I don't want to waste the paper, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use it. It'll still look adorable. I'm just smoothing that down. So we have that, and now I'm gonna do the back side. So I cut out 3 of these to layer on the back. Like so. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and glue those down. Again, I like using the wet glue, that way you have a chance to move it around if you need to. Make sure that it's centered exactly where you want it on your box. I'll go ahead and do this one. And what I do like about this, it does have some embossed detail in it. So if you wanted to go back and cut off that part, you could, and you could do another layer on this box if you wanted to. And we're going to go ahead and add this one right here. And this is actually the back side of this heart paper, this I love you paper. I thought that was so cute. All right, so there's the back of the bookshelf. Okay, so for the inside, I have die cut out this pattern paper, and I'm going to put it on the inside like so, because I want to do the inside as well. So I'm just going to continue. So now we have the inside, and then I'm going to also do the bottom just to finish that off. All right, and now I'm going to add the layering piece right here, and I did cut it out of some foam, and I'm going to go ahead, and you see that embossed detail? Isn't that cool? I'm going to add some adhesive and this gold foil card, and attach it to the front. And you probably should go ahead and glue this down ahead of time. That way it has time to dry before you adhere it to your box. That way it's not moving around, because this is wet glue. It does take a little bit longer to dry, but I'm doing this for the video. Isn't that pretty? I'm loving the way that it looks so far. So we got that one, and then we have one more. And you don't need a lot of glue. Don't go crazy, especially when you're using gold foil, because you don't want it to get on the gold foil and then have to worry about smudges. Oops. Go ahead and stick this one down. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, so we've got the front, and that's super shiny. And I love how the foam gives it just a little bit of dimension. Doesn't that look so cool? I love adding dimension to my projects. You guys know that. And if you want, you can go ahead and finish off the bottom of the box as well with these layering pieces if you wish. But no one's gonna really see the bottom, but I probably will go ahead and finish it off. And you can also finish off the inside of this as well. And I did not die cut those pieces, but you could go back and layer all the insides of this file folder box. And so now it's ready to house whatever your heart desired. I have made projects like this before in the past and have made mini albums. So I'll probably do something similar to that and give you guys the dimensions so that you know. But you could put your mini albums in here and have a set of mini albums. How adorable would that be? You could go in, I have these bows. I was thinking I might add these bows to the back of this box, like so. You could add some bows and decorate the back of your box. Just an idea. And then I was even thinking about these flowers. That would be kind of pretty as well. You could do it however you wish. Definitely add your little charms and your dangles. Would be so cute. You could decorate the sides. But that is the basic assembly of this file folder storage box. I hope that you guys give this a try. You can pick it up in my store, ScrapDivaDesigns.com. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Thanks for watching this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.